welcome to Be Well. Today I will be talking about how to keep your brain healthy. This is actually part 1 from a series of 6 videos. I will be sharing this information from the book Prime Time Health from Dr. Sears, a well-known and recognized physician who has dedicated his life to support people in their journey to health. In this series, I will talk about eat smart foods, exclude additives, move, keep calm, exercise the brain, and maintain memory. Let's start with the first session today, eat smart foods. The brain is the organ most affected by what we eat. It burns about 25% of the food energy, mostly carbs. So it needs a right carb diet. Because the brain is 60% fat, it also needs a right fat diet. These are the 5 foods I will be talking about and their benefits they have on the brain. Omega-3s, fish, blueberries, greens, and nuts. Oceans of research show that omega-3 fat benefits brain health, and since the brain requires more omega-3s than any other organ, it stands to reason that the brain is most affected by an omega-3 deficiency. Not only is seafood the top heart food, it is the top brain food. Here's why it merits the label smart fat. Omega-3s help regrow aging brain cells. One reason for the shrinkage of prime time health gray matter is the decline in production of the nutritional building blocks of the brain, mainly the omega-3 fats, but also the enzymes the brain uses to metabolize these fats. As a result, the brain is less able to repair itself and grow new tissue. But an old brain is capable of generating new cells, especially if you feed it the right rebuilding food, omega-3s. Omega-3s facilitate the action of neuroprotein, the brain's youth hormone. Omega-3 DHA fats are the main structural components of the brain cell membrane. DHA is the top brain fat. Omega-3s prevent stiff brain cells. The cell membrane is like a bag, and the more flexible the bag is, the healthier the membrane. Omega-3s help you think and act faster. Omega-3s make myelin, the fat sheath that surrounds nerve cells and helps speed the transmission of nerve impulses throughout the brain. The more omega-3 DHA you have in your myelin, the faster and more efficiently these nerve messages travel, which improves cognitive function. As insulation on electrical wires makes the current travel faster, so does omega-3 enriched myelin help you think faster. Multiple sclerosis is a debilitating disease in which the myelin insulation on the nerve fibers become frayed. Omega-3s help prevent frayed fibers. Dr. Sears says omega-3s are to the brain what calcium to the bone. Help your neurotransmitter feed. Go fish. Eat fish and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. A diet rich in omega-3 oils is now part of the standard treatment plan for people with Alzheimer's. Neurologists call omega-3s neuroprotective, even though some studies fail to show that omega-3s reduce dementia, others do show a correlation. A study from Tufts University Center on Aging reported that people with the highest DHA levels, who ate an average of 3 servings of fish per week, had a reduced risk of dementia and a 39% lower risk of Alzheimer's disease compared to people with low DHA levels in their blood. Some promising studies have shown that increasing omega-3s in the diet can even reverse some signs of senility. In the famous Birmingham Heart Study, people with the highest blood levels of omega-3 DHA had the lowest levels of dementia, and the risk of Alzheimer's disease increased the more trans fats the people ate. Eat fish and lower your risk of stroke. Studies show that we can lower our risk of stroke by 50% by eating at least 2 servings of salmon per week. In addition, a recent study in the journal Circulation revealed that diet and lifestyle changes can cut the risk of stroke by 80%. Eat fish and be happy. Omega-3s are not only smart fats, they are happy fats. Research shows that people who eat the highest amounts of seafood have the lowest rates of depression. Neuroscientists correlate getting sad with the standard American diet, which contains too much omega-6 and too little omega-3. Omega-3s seem to act like serotonin-boosting drugs, producing mood-stabilizing and antidepressant effects, but without the unpleasant side effects. The prime message for brain health is the same as it is for heart health. Change your oils. Have a very good brain. Blueberries are one of the best examples of the color principle of nutrition. The deeper the color of the food, the better it is for you. The deep blue skin of the blueberry is full of flavonoids, especially anthocyanin, an antioxidant that keeps brain tissue from rusting. Neuroscientists believe that deep color foods like blueberries and blackberries contain high levels of antioxidants that keep the blood-brain barrier healthy. What's special about the neuroprotective antioxidants in blueberries is that they cross the blood-brain barrier and get into the brain tissue. Blueberries also have been shown to improve memory, as well as reverse some of the degenerative changes often seen in aging nerve tissues. Blueberries reduce age-related cognitive decline. While I feel somewhat deflated when my brain is equated with a rat's, there is enough similarity at the cellular level to allow researchers to draw conclusions from rat studies that fit our smarter brains. One famous study compared a group of rats that were fed blueberries with a control group. The blueberry rat showed improved balance and motor coordination. The old rats also acted more youthful, showing a reversal of the effects on mental aging. Researchers believe that blueberries can reverse age-related decline in nerve signal transmission, probably by slowing the loss of nerve growth factor and protecting against the loss of the dopamine receptor cells that normally decrease with aging. Animal studies show that blueberries increase the concentration of the neurotransmitter dopamine in the brain. Brain researchers generally conclude that the nutrients in blueberries help facilitate the transmission of messages from one nerve cell to another. Blueberries also protect nerve tissue from the wear and tear of inflammation. Neuroscientists have shown that there is a difference between how young and old brains react to inflammation. Younger brains are able to generate protective proteins that guard against the damaging effects of oxidation from free radicals, aka rust, and other toxins. Older brains do not enjoy as much of this cellular protection. When older experimental animals were supplemented with blueberries, the senior enjoyed as much inflammation protection from blueberries as the younger animals did. Blueberries improve brain blood flow. Each organ is only as healthy as the blood flow to it. This principle is especially important for the brain. Experimental animals that suffered stroke and were fed a rich diet in blueberries recover the blood flow to the area of the stroke much faster and show less brain damage than animals that receive a standard diet. Let's go green. Many of the brain health benefits of blueberries are found in greens, such as bok choy, spinach, collard greens, and asparagus. This is likely because these greens are rich in folate or folic acid, a vital nutrient for preserving neurotransmitter function. While the best source of folic acid are green leafy vegetables, other rich sources are lentils, kidney beans, avocados, chickpeas, artichokes, and cereals fortified with folic acid. Also, eat smart carbs often. The brain is also a carbo hog, meaning that it needs a lot of the right carbohydrates to function. Two brain quirks make it particularly sensitive to getting enough of the right carbs. Unlike the muscles, the brain does not store glucose, so it needs a steady supply of glucose from steady brain function. Unlike other organs that can use fats and even protein for energy in an emergency, the brain is a picky eater. It can only use glucose as its primary fuel. The brain needs a right carb, not a low carb diet. Smart carbs are found in nature, in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Dumb carbs are usually found in packaged foods. For smart brain function, always partner carbs with protein, fiber, or fat. Never eat or drink them alone. Sweetened beverages are the dumbest carbs. In recent years, research has shown a correlation between uncontrolled high blood sugar and the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. In fact, Alzheimer's specialists equate the effect of uncontrolled blood sugar on the brain to smoking on the lungs. Some neurologists have even suggested calling Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes. Grazing is good for the brain. That is because the two buzzwords for feeding the brain are slow and steady. When the brain runs out of fuel or carbs, it goes into red alert and sends a message to the body, I need sugar any type. And that type is usually the fast release carbs we tend to grab and impulsively overeat. That is why it is important not to let yourself get so hungry that your blood sugar plummets. The sugar cravings brain triggers the release of stress hormones that tell the body to quickly release some stored sugar from the liver. Yet, the same hormones stress the brain, which accounts for the uncomfortable mood swings that accompany big shifts in blood and brain sugar levels. Because the brain can't store glucose, it relies on a steady supply of it from the bloodstream, not too high, not too low. Steady blood sugar results in steady neurotransmitter function and delivery of nutrients that our brains need to repair. Nibbling on nutritious mini meals throughout the day is more brain friendly than eating fewer big meals. Go nuts! Nuts are a brain-friendly snack. Walnuts are the top brain nut because they are the richest in omega 3s. Raw nuts are one of the most nutrient dense foods you can eat. They are rich sources of protein, healthy fats, fiber, vitamin E, calcium, and many other vitamins and minerals. Yes, nuts are high in calories and fat, but they are healthy calories and healthy cholesterol free monounsaturated fats because the nature's perfect balance of healthy fats, protein, and fiber with a minimum of carbs, nuts enjoy one of the highest satiety factors, filling you up with less of any food. Because of this appetite taming perk, people who snack on a pound full of nuts instead of a nut in addition to chips tend to eat less at the next meal. Those skinny little nuts, unless you mindlessly overeat them, are unlikely to make you fat and great for your brain. Science says nut eaters tend to have less heart disease, have lower blood levels of cholesterol and triglycerides, be leaner, suffer fewer gallstones, and also they are delicious.